we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where.
Turning it on! Got the first down, looking for more. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Beck. Might be looking to run. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. So much change of direction, he's down to the 23.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
To the air, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Hudson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the...
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With the catch, it's Knight, and he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They'll run it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the air, it's Jennings. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Touchdown, Canes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wideout.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brings him to the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Daniels. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. On the run, fires downfield. That's caught. It's Brinson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to sling it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Canes will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry up. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires on the move. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Shows a little flash as he slips his way out to the 10. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Bauman. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including...
There he goes! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw. It's back. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Hudson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They go to the ground. Nice running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds his man, it's Brinson. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Mustangs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
He's looking, pressure's coming, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll try to pop the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a draw. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Marion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the give off the left side. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback moving. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to South Carolina. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Canes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harden. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up second down.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Ball on the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Here on third down.
Coming up.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.